My name is Brigette Zerr, and my two children, aged 10 and 7, go to Douglas Park School. A little background, I myself went to Douglas Park School. I grew up in the Douglas Park area, and both my kids go to Douglas Park School. We were involved in the consultation process, went to several meetings, made our feelings known about how we felt about the new school. Unfortunately, all the discussions and all of the suggestions that the parents made, the teachers made, all of the wishes of the community were pretty much ignored. What we have now is a very large, beautiful new school that is already overcrowded. It was built for 390 students. It now has 430. Oh. They did not plan for the surge in our economy and all the new people coming into Saskatchewan. My son is in 6th grade. He has 50 students in his class. And it is an open concept school, meaning that there are pretty much no walls. He has complained that it is very loud. He has a really hard time concentrating. He's the kind of student who likes it quiet. Because there are no walls, if he wants to go to the washroom, for example, he has to walk through the grade 8 class, through the grade 7 class, to an area that is not separated by walls, that just has little rooms that are stalls. You can hear them washing their hands. You can see them going in and out of the washroom. My daughter's in 3rd grade. She has 28 kids in her class. She was lucky enough to get an actual classroom. Last year she wasn't so lucky. It was just an open space that had a divider up in between the two classrooms. I myself went and had a 2.5-hour meeting with Starla Nister, our superintendent. I was told that in order to combat the loud noise and the distractions, the kids were to bring iPods or other MP3 players, things like that, and that they were to use headphones to block out any of the distracting noise. I was also told they were also going to be required to police themselves as to what they listen to. As we all know, iPods nowadays are able to be hooked up to the internet. They have Wi-Fi capabilities. They're not being policed as to whether they watch things or listen to things that are inappropriate. And when they are caught, of course, they are punished. They also have flex spaces, which are small rooms that are off to the side, and I've been told that the teachers are going to figure out which students don't do well in this type of situation, and the kids will be taken to the flex spaces. My son is one of those students. He has been in the open concept for 2 years now. He has been taken to a flex space twice. Unfortunately, his grades have suffered because he's very easily distracted. And he does not like being in a class with that many students. It's just really distracting, and especially when you have, yes, they have 2 teachers to go with the 50 students, but you know, when one of them is in the flex space with 5 or 6 students, that leaves the other teacher to handle 45, 46 students on her own. And so that's basically been our experiences. Any of our concerns that we bring to the school board have pretty much been brushed off. We've had several parents who have gone to the media. We've done interviews with CJME. We've been on global television, CTV television, and so far our concerns have basically been dismissed. So unfortunately, these are our experiences with these new schools. We've also been told that all schools going forward will be following the open concept plan with these large class sizes. The phrase 21st century education has been thrown around a lot, and they've said that because students learn differently, they need to build different schools. So that's pretty much our experiences. So does anyone have any questions about what we've experienced? Yes?
When you're building, like, where did the kids go, and how did that work? Did they tear down, did they stay in the old school?
They stayed in the old school. Unfortunately, because with these new schools, playgrounds aren't included in the building costs. And what they did with Douglas Park, they tore down the old playground and didn't provide the kids with anything. So these kids were without a playground for approximately 3 years, I do believe it was. And now I'm on the Douglas Park School Playground Committee. We've managed to raise enough money for one play structure. but we're still working on the other two. And that's not included in the building costs anymore, but the lovely landscaping with the ginormous rocks and things like that, that's been included in the budget. And unfortunately, one of the things that we've also encountered, I was told that one of the big things for making this open concept work was the experience of the teachers themselves, that they were going to use their years of experience to discover which children would do well in the setting and which wouldn't. What we've definitely noticed with Douglas Park is that most of the teachers are under the age of 25. They're just fresh out of university. They're having a really hard time getting teachers who have that experience into Douglas Park because they're very leery of this open concept teaching.
Okay, we have one more speaker that needs to come up, so, and then we're going to ask questions, okay?
It's just a comment.
Okay.
When I told my husband's aunt, who was a school teacher in the 60s and 70s when open concept schools were the rage, she said, I thought we put that to rest.
Yes. Yeah.
And build condos of the
Yeah.
school that they took down.
Okay.